Hello all, welcome back. I am Naina. In this lesson, you are going to learn about degrees of comparison. You will come to know how the comparative and superlative degrees are formed, what are their rules of usage. I will also discuss some common errors committed by most of the people while using them. So, let's get started. Students, why do we need to learn degrees of comparison? Because in our daily lives, we keep on comparing persons or things. And these comparative and superlative forms help us to express ourselves better. Let's read this conversation to understand it better. Rahul, I watched Golmaal 3 last night. It's a good movie. Rohan, yeah, it is, but I feel Golmaal Returns is better than that. Rohit, what do you say? Rohit, I differ on this. I think Golmaal 1 was the best of all. Now, pay attention to the words good, better, and best. Rahul says Golmaal 3 is a good movie because he's talking about one thing only, the movie Golmaal 3. Rohan used the comparative form of the adjective good. He used the word better. Why? Because he is comparing Golmaal 3 with Golmaal Returns. Here, two things are involved. So, he used the word better. Then Rohit had watched all the three parts of the movie. So, he compared all the three movies and concluded that Golmaal 1 was the best. What does he say? He says that Golmaal 1 was the best of all. Best is the superlative degree of the adjective good. This was just to make you understand that when we do not make any comparison, we use the positive degree of an adjective. When we compare two persons or things, we use the comparative degree of an adjective. And when we compare more than two persons or things, we use the superlative degree of an adjective. Now, we will try to understand how the comparative and superlative degrees are formed. The first word is clever. Its comparative is cleverer and its superlative is cleverest. Then rich, richer, richest. Strong, stronger, strongest. Thick, thicker, thickest, and so on. You can pause the video and you can go through this. Now, just observe the pattern. Clever. Clever plus ER, it becomes cleverer. Its comparative degree. And clever plus EST becomes cleverest. That is the superlative degree of the word clever. So, we can say most adjectives form their comparative degree by adding ER and their superlative degree by adding EST to the positive. So, these are the adjectives which ends in E. We add only R to get the comparative and we add ST to get the superlative of the word. Brave, braver, bravest. Noble, nobler, noblest. Pure, purer, purest. Wise, wiser, wisest. And fine, finer, finest. I hope this is clear to you. So now we have some more adjectives. Look at the word easy. It ends in Y and has a consonant immediately before it. So here Y changed into I before adding ER and we get the comparative degree, that is easier. And Y changes to again I and we add EST, so it becomes easiest and we get the superlative degree. Similarly, we have happy, happier, happiest, heavy, heavier, heaviest, and so on. The last word is grey, which also ends in Y, but it is not having consonant immediately before it. So, we'll just add ER and EST to get our comparatives and superlatives. So, it becomes grey, greyer, greyest. Now, here are some more words. These are again very easy. Big, bigger, biggest. Fat, fatter, fattest. It goes like this. You can read it once and everything will become clear to you. Now, these are the adjectives of two syllables and all adjectives of more than two syllables form their comparative by using more before the positive and their superlative by using most before the positive. Let's see how. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Difficult, more difficult, most difficult. You can read the remaining words yourself to understand the formation of the comparatives and superlatives. Now we have some adjectives which form their comparatives and superlatives in an irregular way. That is, they do not follow any of the rules. For example, good, its comparative is better and its superlative is best. Then we have bad, worse, worst, far, farther, farthest, far, further, furthest. Late, later, latest, late, latter, latest. I will discuss the difference between farther and further and later and latter in my next video. Then we have little, less, least, much, more, most. I have already discussed that much is used for quantity and many is used for number. Many, more, most, old, older, oldest, old, elder, eldest. Students, this list contains some confusing adjectives also like late, old and far. These adjectives are very important. Therefore, I have decided to make separate videos covering these. So don't worry, I will discuss these confusing adjectives in my next video. Now we will discuss some things which you have to keep in mind while using the degrees. Positive degree of adjective is used in between as and so as. For example, she is as fair as her sister. He played as good as he could. She is not so cunning as her elder sister. So the next important thing which we have to keep in our mind while using comparative degrees is that whenever we compare two things, the comparative degree is followed by the preposition then. For example, this box is heavier than the other. My cousin is more intelligent than me. So the next rule is we always use the definite article the before the superlative degree. For example, Birbal was the wisest minister in Akbar's court. We can't say Birbal was wisest minister in Akbar's court. Okay, this is the funniest film I have ever seen. Now I am going to discuss some common errors which are committed by the students and they usually get very confused. So let's address this. He's senior to me is correct. It is wrong to say he's senior than me. Similarly, we can't say my pen is superior than yours. We have to say my pen is superior to yours. Because there are some comparative adjectives which are followed by to and not then. Some of them are superior, inferior, senior, junior, etc. Now look at these sentences. We can't use double comparatives or superlatives in a sentence. For example, Pooja is more prettier than Priya. It is wrong, completely wrong. We have to say Pooja is prettier than Priya because prettier is itself the comparative degree of the word pretty. Then Mount Everest is the most highest peak. It is completely wrong. We can't use double superlative. The correct sentence is Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. I hope this is clear to you. This was not all about degrees of comparison. We are still left with some difficult adjectives. I will cover those adjectives in separate videos. If you have any query, you can ask me in the comment section below. I'll talk to you there. Thanks for watching.